So hello everybody and welcome to the LFSCART SpeedWeeks 400, the race we always do this year in the LFSCART season that leads up to the Kyoto 500 in 2 weeks time. Chris Wilkinson here to take you through the race from flag to flag, and we're having a brief warm-up session here where everybody obviously warms up, gets themselves used to the circuit, used to a bit of drafting. Going through the grid, Dan Sanger will start on the pole position with Moralito in second, Rudy Van Buren in third, and Frisk Ops in fourth. Row 3 is held by Jarl Tyen and Sam Gattel. Row 4 goes to Samsa Yavansu and Joe Holmes, and Robert Heigeman and Ravio get row 5. Tomler and Engel get row 6, Evening and Hutchinson row 7, Price and Ellis row 8, Laprovot and Diaz row 9, and Dunleak and Ventvari row 10. Dasunis and Campars take row 11. Hardwick and Jack Sedgwick, the two Wicks, are on row 12. Chris Ford and Chris Kisner on row 13. Enkyo and Ray Kingsbury on row 15. Row 16, the final row goes to Tom Parker and Virgil of Genuine Racing. There are the 30 that will start today, and joining me today in the commentary box, somebody who hasn't been successful in making it to the grid today, Laris Matonis. And hello Laris, and what went wrong?
Good evening everyone. I'm not sure, to be honest. I just got back home. I think that's the biggest problem. I haven't done a lap. So basically I think that was the problem. Hope I'll do better in the Kyoto 500, but still, yeah. Should be a nice race tonight. Hope so, for my teammates as well.
Yeah, well, you've got 2 weeks to go, obviously, until the race day of the Kyoto 500 at 1 week to qualify. And today a 400-mile race here, and Lara's hard to get round for the entire race. It's very, very difficult to stay out of trouble, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we had some mini practice yesterday in Kyoto 200, so yeah, everyone saw that this is really hard to run even 200 miles with the slower car Fox. It should be really hard to drive this 400 miles a long distance, I think 2 hours at least. So yeah, I really hope that we'll have some green flag periods, longer periods, like 40, even 50 laps. So we could see some nice drafting. But yeah.
Yeah, we're just a few minutes away from starting this race. Everyone's still just warming up, getting ready for the event to begin.
Yep, we have a big racing weekend today. Of course, everyone knows Le Mans 24-hour race is on now. F1 qualifying should be over at this point as well. We have Kyoto 400 at the same time, so yeah.
Yeah, I think the Formula 1 qualifying is just about finishing off in the next few moments. Yep, Sebastian Vettel currently setting the pace, so yep, that's it. Also in the world of motorsport, obviously, I'm sure most of you have already seen the incident with Alan McNish. That was probably one of the scariest incidents I've seen in a very long time. So I think we all here in Live for Speed wish him a speedy recovery if he is in fact injured.
Okay, so 1 minute left, according to our race director, until we start the preparation for the race.
Yeah, but going back to the Kyoto 200 yesterday, it was one of the competitors for today's race that in fact won that. Philip Ellis of Inex Racing, he's starting 16th today, so it may take a little bit of effort to get himself to the front, but we're on an oval, we're in lift for speed. Anything can happen, can't it, Laris? And it usually does.
Yes, indeed. I really hope we'll see some interesting races. We had a lot of, well, a simple example from yesterday. My teammate Jan Tormala had a crash and was last at 1 point, but he managed to get up and he finished second. So everything is possible, even if you crash and you have damage. Yeah.
Yep, we're still waiting on the race administration staff to get the race underway, and I think it's Sebastian Hutchinson's oversized bladder that is in fact causing us the delay. So then we're still going through the restart procedures, things like that, start the race procedure. Unlike the Kyoto 500, this will be a 2-wide race start rather than the 3-wide race start we have in the 500. We'll have a single file restart procedure after a safety car and the yellow flag period. 210 laps, of which I think 208 are racing laps today, if I've got my numbers right. Also of note is the mandatory pit stop that is required today, which can be under caution or in race conditions. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so everyone is ready up. We should go green soon.
So we're all now readied up on the grid, waiting to go for our rolling laps. Two rolling laps to do, on both of which will be behind the safety car, actually, obviously. And safety car Stuart Baker leads the cars away. We are looking for the back of Stuart Baker's car, and there is Dan Sanger directly behind him, a formidable sight, seeing as you're on the back of a fairly powerful nonetheless, but still on the back of a road car. It's 30 of LFSCART's best oval drivers take to the track today. So Laris, before every race, especially ovals, I always ask my co-commentators who you think is going to take the race victory today, and come on, who's it going to be?
Sorry, I'll be shouted at, I think, but I hope and I think that two guys that I think that will win. One is Seb Hutchinson and the second is Jani Tarmola. Sorry about that, yeah.
Dull predictions. I'm calling Tom Parker for the race victory because he's been absolutely flying. You know,
well, this
starting last on the grid, and I mean he is up for it today. He really is up for it, and he's nearly made an absolutely massive mistake there and gone into the wall and just this rolling lap. But when he's not making mistakes, he's a level-headed driver, and he's going to win today.
If his internet will not win versus him, we'll hope it won't. Yep. I think the second biggest question today is, will Jack Sedgwick roll?
Of course he will, he's Jack Sedgwick.
Okay, we answered this question, so now it leaves only one who will win.
Yep, and we all know who's going to win. It'll be the one who crosses the line first as the checkered flag comes out. Dan Sanger will take the green flag to start the run up to that as they all come through the final corner now. Stuart Baker will peel into the pits in just a moment, and we will get underway for the SpeedWeeks 400. Safety car is in. Dan Sanger now waiting for the green flag to come out, and the green flag flies for the SpeedWeeks 400 at Kyoto. And already an incident there on the front stretch. We're going to stay green though, seemingly. Isaac Price and Donnelly involved in that one. But what a massive gaggle of cars coming into turn 2, 3, 4 wide, just behind the leaders here. Rudy Van Buren and Jarl Tyen taking the early lead. Those two trying to draft away from the rest of the field, but it's not going to work this early. Oh, 3, 4 cars nearly coming together as well down the pit straight as they leave turn 3. And 2, 3 very distinct packs already starting to form up here, Laris.
Yes, indeed, we have 3 almost same size. Oh, that was lag. Almost thought that Jarl Tyen and Joe Holmes crashed, but yeah, those two are leaving the field.
Tomola and Van Buren coming together there through turn 2. Lag involved, I would think.
Well, I think the best at the moment in the best position are Jarl Tyen and Joe Holmes. They're drafting together, working perfectly with each other. They're losing the pack quite fastly.
5 wide in this little trailing pack that we're watching here. Coming into turn 1, Tomola and Sanger getting very close into turn 3, and Tomola is struggling to hold his line in the middle of the pack. We're now going 4 wide into turn 3. This never works, never has worked, but it somehow sort of folded into a almost straight line there. Oh, Javansu and Friskos coming together with a bit of lag there. Got me extremely scared as I saw one flying through the air, and was very, very quickly repositioned in its rightful position. do apologise for the small technical difficulty in the cameras at the moment. My TV director has frozen. There we are, we're back. Oh, and there's Javansu going sideways through the final corner. This will not, Heidemann going slowly as well. Safety car is deployed. And Heidemann took somebody else with him there as well. Not sure who it was, but
I believe that was Tormola.
Yeah, but we apologise for missing that one. No, it wasn't Tormola. Tormola's still running up in the front pack, so...
No, I was watching Yanni at the moment, so yeah, I think it was lag involved at... Yeah, so that was Yanni with some Sonic Realms Racing member. Not sure who was that correctly.
We're all back under safety car. Stuart Baker leading them around.
Oh, and pit window is open if I'm not wrong. We have
pit
team
window
lead
opens from lap 10. It's currently lap 7, of which 5 of those have been racing laps. And a few cars making a pit stop at the moment, more for fuel, tyres and damage than for... well, obviously they can't make the mandatory pit stop. Ford, Evenen, Javansu, Heidemann, Engel and Price all making a stop here on lap 6 of the racing laps. A few little position queries still to be answered, but overall at the moment Joe Holmes leads from Jarl Tyne, Sebastian Hutchinson, Rudy van Buren and Jonny Tormola. They are your top 5 at the moment. And here we are in our first caution of the day.
We have few people not agreeing for the position before the safety car came out. Heard race control are doing the investigation. We'll see some positions updating before the crash. And now
yep, no retirements as of yet. All 30 of the drivers that started the race are still here. So yeah, we're waiting for the contesting positions to be investigated by the race administration, and then we will be back under green very shortly.
so Cladis Sinas goes in front of Philip Ellis. Phil. I think that was the only position contest. So we might have.
That was it.
Might have green flag next time. Yes, so 1 to go at the line.
Joe Holmes will be the man to lead us off the green flag when we return to racing in a few moments. Stuart Baker pulling away from the pack. Joe Holmes holding the 90 miles an hour. The safety car has been running around the track. And now he hits the power. And we will go back into green flag running momentarily, and it's a big 4-5 car gaggle that leads the field away. The green flag. Heading into turn 3, 4 cars wide yet again, and it's going to be Jarl Tyen who will lead this lap, no doubt. Johnny Tormler there, lunging down the inside of one of the Inex racing cars. Let's ride on board for a little while with Johnny Tormler.
It's basically a battle between Johnny from Gen Racing and all Inex guys. But it's going well now, well, as all with Jarl 10. But yeah, a lot of... Oh! Almost a crash. Simon Cattell spins and Johnny Tormler. Joe Holmes as well spins. That safety car. Second safety car of the evening. Really interesting mistake by Joe Holmes. I saw Johnny Tormler and Simon Cattell.
Well, Joe Holmes surviving with, well, I say surviving, that is a lot of damage on his rear quarter there. So Joe will be making his pit stop, no doubt about it. This time around as he goes careering up into the wall through turn 2. But you can see that left rear wheel as the camera view changes, and you will understand just why it's like that. Look at a 45-degree angle, completely the wrong direction for Joe Holmes. And thankfully Live for Speed's damage model a lot more forgiving than in real life, otherwise he wouldn't be able to get that repaired, obviously, in real life, would you? But Live for Speed a lot more forgiving in that sense, and he will be able to continue the race as long as he can get around to the pit lane.
Oh, he spins. That's a nice 360, but yeah, I'm really interested why Joe's not pitting yet, even though
Because
pits are closed.
closed.
Yeah, but he will still
That's
get
it.
penalty. He still started last, so yeah, strategy stuff.
Well, some people don't really have the head screwed on very often, do they? You should know that by now.
Yes, indeed.
So Ray Van Buren, really the only man making a pit stop from the front runners this time. Diaz and Venchivari also making it into pit lane, and obviously so will Joe Holmes when he gets around.
With a flat rear tire. Well, that's not a biggie. Oh, he almost misses the pit entry. No, he'll make it easily. So we have four cars in the lane.
Yep, no contested positions this time by the looks of things, so we will be going green much earlier than we were last time. Van Buren and Diaz coming out as a pair. They're obviously wanting to stick together for the rest of the race as drafting partners, and it's very, very important to have a drafting partner around here in this car, isn't it, Laris?
Oh yes, yeah. It's the best option when you have a man with you, which you can communicate with as well at the same time, and you can draft together and work as a team. That helps a lot. And most oftenly, people, when they are planning, strategizing their pit stops, they're thinking of entering the pit lane and doing the pit stop with their teammates and stuff.
Yeah, well, we are going to have a quick in-car interview with none other than Philip Diaz. Hello there, Phil.
Hey, Chris.
You and Rudy both making a pit stop at the same time there, and leaving at the same time, obviously trying and drafting together through the field. Do you know what happened 100% with Joe and the front runners in that last green flag run?
I know Simon and Rudy are trying to take blame for it. They're actually battling to who took blame. They're actually blaming themselves. Me, I got damaged because someone decided it would be awesome to spam my Skype and MSN by calling me and stuff. And it made me drive straight into the wall going into the corner. I almost took out Miko. Scared the crap out of me, actually. So I just had to pit and repair the damage.
Yep, and amazingly, that wasn't me.
Messengers.
That wasn't me, amazingly. That's something I would totally do. So you, Rudy, and Joe, 100% working together, trying to get through the field this time around.
Oh yeah, of course. Me and Timu did it the first little set of laps, and then 4 laps we moved up about 8 positions. So here we can probably do the same. Hopefully, if everyone gets a decent start. Last time the admins didn't call the green flag, even though all the cars went, and some people were just sitting there not going. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time.
Yeah, well, JP, our one of our race admins, is in the channel here, so I'm sure you heard that. Thank you very much, Phil. We'll probably be back to you later on in the race. And yeah, Robin Friskops, the setter of the pace this time for the green flag run. He passes the cones in which he can gun the throttle, and he guns the throttle now. Green flag flies. Everybody lifting on and off the throttle, making sure not to overtake before the start-finish line. Yeah, according to the rule book, actually. Oh, we've got another spinner! Big spin in the back there!
Oh, someone's flying in the air. That's Sam Sierransu. He's off track.
That's Samsi Avansu, yeah. That is going to, without a doubt, be retirement for Samsi, yeah. Few other people involved there, but that is an absolutely massive incident there. Samsi Avansu in a car park outside the track there, and Sebastian Hutchinson was leading as the safety car came out. So Sebastian Hutchinson is our new race leader, lap 18 of 208. And Sebastian Hutchinson leads from Dan Sanger, Yaltai, Robin Friskops and Yoni Torma. They are your top 5. Meanwhile, we'll go and take a look at the progress of the 3 electric racing drivers from the back. Rudy Van Buren, Joe Holmes and the lad we were talking to earlier, Phil Diaz, and they have climbed to 24th for Phil, 22nd for Joe and 21st for Rudy. So those 3 working together well. Chris Ford splitting the NX cars at the back. Pit lane is open, and Chris Kistner carrying heavy damage, so we must assume that he was also involved in that incident in some way or form. Entering the pit lane the wrong way though, and that'll send him to the back of the longest line, I would presume. Under caution, you should always enter the pit lane after turn 3, not on the apron before turn 3. That would be, on my head anyway, that is a end of the longest line penalty, or a drive-through penalty.
Yes, indeed. I think the only exception is if your car is heavily damaged. Yeah, you can use the apron then in the turn 3. But yeah, as you said. And you have to fix on one thing. Just had some talk with the race administrators, and the point is that you can overtake before the start-finish line on the restart of the race, but it's only after the green flag flies. So yeah.
Yeah, a few cars actually being investigated by the race administration for overtaking before the green flag. But yeah, a few cars at the front obviously not realising that rule was in place and overtaking, lifting off the throttle, making sure they didn't overtake before the start-finish line. It has been in previous years that you couldn't overtake before the start-finish line. But we'll go green at the end of this lap. And Sebastian Hutchinson this time will get us underway. We'll go on board with the Alpine for the start, give you a race driver's view of things. And the Alpine with that, quite frankly, disgusting Lewis Hamilton helmet on. We'll start there behind Sebastian Hutchinson and Dan Sanger. Interesting to note that Sebastian Hutchinson and Dan Sanger have been in contact with each other during the race. And the green flag flies, Sebastian Hutchinson gets on the power, and those three get away very, very smartly. Two next cars left for dead behind them, and this is a very, very spaced out restart. Well done to Sebastian Hutchinson for managing to pull that one off. And everyone without a doubt very, very spaced out.
Now we can see smaller groups of cars, not like in the first part of the race until now. When we saw 6 or 7 cars drafting together, we now see like groups of 4 or 5 cars at maximum working together. That means different reaction of drivers during the restart.
Yeah, a few 3-4 wide incidences further down the field as well, involving Simon Cattell. One of them, they're getting very, very sideways through the turn 3. Sebastian Hutchinson going the fastest so far though, with a 36.83. Obviously using the draft to his full advantage. Phil Ellis being involved in this drafting squabble now, excuse me, as they work towards trying to cast the leading trio of Dan Sanger, Yaltine and Sebastian Hutchinson.
It's interesting to watch now the race map for those who are on the server. Those groups are really interesting, like equal groups all over the track at the moment drafting together, where Rudy Van Buren almost making contact with Wendy Harvey, drafting with 2 other cars of Ray Kings and Robin Heierman for 18th position. And we have not so long a time ago mentioned Phil Diaz, Joe Holmes and Chris Ford catching up the group in front of Rudy Van Buren and the guys. They should make a group of 7 cars, and an interesting battle to watch for us. As well, the group of Miko Merilito, Tom Parker, Isaac Price and Ben Keogh are catching up the group in front. This will be an 8-car drafting party, if you can say that. Phil is being squeezed a bit by Clyde Assassinas. Okay, so Phil Diaz, Chris Ford and Joe Holmes has catched the group in front. This should be an interesting fight. Bit of speed difference. I'm wondering what tactical Phil used with Joe and Chris. Will they try to stay together 3 and pass this group and work up together for longer? Chris?
Oh, sure, they will. They've been working very, very well together as a group. Also with Reedy Van Buren as well. To get up to this far in the first place, I somewhat doubt they'll be jeopardising that speed in the group to try and draft forward with a massive group. As you know, too many cooks spoil the broth, but 4 cooks that work very well make it go very, very fast.
At the same moment, Yalta and Dan Sagner and Sebastian Hutchinson are working perfectly together in the front. They have almost 2 seconds gap between the second group of Robin Friskops, Oscar Hardwick and Joni Tormola. That's the 2 main groups. And then a huge gap behind them. Try to count the time. It's 3-second gap then to the third group of Kampars, Kasiunas, Cattell and Isaac Price.
What car was Duke?
Ray Kingsbury is being awarded by a drive-through penalty, for causing an avoidable incident with car 65. The car 65, which is Sam Zerans, which we saw before flying out of the track. So that means a drive-through penalty for LLM driver Ray Kingsbury. He's serving that now. We'll leave the pits, we'll be lapped, sadly. Robin Frescott's spun entering the pit lane, which caused him getting a stop-go penalty. So lap 36 of racing today and 37 in total. The leader, well, we have 3 of them. At the moment it's Dan Sagner, Sebastian Hutchinson and Jarl Tan working perfectly in front. 3-way drafting, high class, I would say. In the second group it's Oscar Hadwick and Joni Tarmala from Genin Racing. Drafting together and trying to catch the front pack. Then the third group of Gladys Gasiunas, Ray Kingsbury, which is slapped down, but he's working with those guys, as well as Campars and Simon Cattell. Then we have Isaac Price and Ben Keel working together for 9th position. At 9th and 10th position, that's your top 10 at lap 38. Robin Frisco is being left by the group, struggling with the rear right side. It's kind of hard there. He almost spun in turn 3. I'll remind you that bomb drafting is not allowed in this race, so it's not that fast way to catch up the guys in front for you if you are back down in the field. When Tom Parker, I believe, is smoking during the turn 3. We have a Chris Ford spun and leaving turn 3. His tires are burning. I believe there was a small accident. From what I hear, that's Philip Ellis from Minex Racing with his minor damage driving into Chris Ford. It's not 100% sure, but that's the first theory. We have crash in turn 3, Jack Sedgwick with Timo Ivanen. Timo Ivanen rolling backwards. Finally stopping and letting other cars pass. Not sure if you can see this on the radio at the moment because our cameraman is out for poo. Jack Sedgwick having an accident. Let's see if he has some damage. I believe he'll have to make a pit stop. This is not a case of car that he would like to drive with this damage in oval. It's hardly turning left. Dan Sagner really going easy on fuel. He's on the clutch for almost all back straight. It's 6th gear, just cruising like most of the field, saving fuel. So we have Dan Sagner, Yal 10, Sebastian Hutchinson, Jonny Tolman, Oscar Hardwick in top 5. Lap 43 of the race, 42 of the racing and 43 in total, out of 210 laps. Still a long way to go. Oh, few guys making a really interesting moves, trying to fool their opponents that they're pitting. So we have Tom Parker, Jack Sadwick pitting. Tom Parker has really hot rear tire. We have Chris Ford as well, Timo Leavinen for fixing damage after that crash. Philip Ellis as well with some damage before, caused by accident. Okay, so we have a message that safety car will be out of the track in this lap. Dan Sanger will lead the field. He's holding up the pace now, saving fuel. Have a green flag. Dan Sanger guns it up. Nice job by Sebastian Hutchinson holding up the bag back there. So they will be working 3 again. I said threesome, but that's not allowed on public TV. No, not TV. Whatever. We have battle. Working Oscar Hardwick, Jonny Tormola, Simon Cattell. So that was my LFS talking nonsense. We should have Jonny Tormola, Oscar Hardwick, and Robin Friskops, the second group of 3 cars, trying to catch the leaders. And I believe Jonny Tormola just lost his drafting partners, and Oscar Hardwick, Robin Friskops will catch the lead group. That means a 5-way battle for the lead. have Jack Sedgwick that spun again. There will be no yellow flag this time, just a mistake by Jack Sedgwick. Strange he didn't roll, but yeah. Oh, Oscar Hardwick almost pushing Robin Friskups on the grass in T2. There's aggressive driving by Oscar Hardwick. I mean, he's bomb drafting the cars in front, which is not allowed. He's just going all the way through the track all wide. Hope he will just calm down and work like he was before Vioni. Which being caught by a group of Kladas Gasunas. Well, not a group, just Kladas Gasunas. Simon Cotel left behind. Sebastian Hutchinson has lost the group in front. That means Robin Friskups, which is, I believe, now he's pre-last. He's drafting the leaders. He hopes. I mean, that's the only guy at the moment on the field that hopes for a safety car, because if he manages to be in front of the leader when safety car will be deployed, he'll get the lap back because he's now lapped down by Dan Sagnan and Oscar Hardwick. So he's in a very comfortable position to getting his lap back. Almost loses his draft, but yes. Oh, almost a crash between Yalta and Sebastian Hutchinson, Yoni Tormal and Kladas Gasunas. Very small gaps between these four drivers. Four drivers meet with their different drafting and driving styles. Sebastian Hutchinson bumps Yoni Tormal a bit, but that's how it works in the draft. He was just boxed in a mid-leaf. So lap 53 of racing, 54 in total. We have Oscar Hardwick, Oscar Hardwick and Dan Sagner fighting for the lead as well. They have Robin Friskups, which is lapped down, but he's working with them for the lead in the lead group. Then we have Yalta and Kladas Gasunas, Yoni Tormal and Sebastian Hutchinson in the second group of four cars. And then we have a quite big gap till the third group, which is almost 3 seconds, which is a lot in oval. Oh, Kladas Gasunas being a bit squeezed by Yalta and Yoni Tormal, but he survives it. It's fast reaction here, really needed. And a very dangerous driving by Ray Kings, which I believe is bump drafting Rudy Van Buren. He almost spun Phil Diaz when he was passing him with Rudy. That shows nice work by Phil. He's up to 13th position at the moment. They're trying to lose Ray Kings behind and work with Robin Hireman from Gen Racing. a bit of smoke in front by someone's hot tires. This is quite long green flag period we're having them here, sorry. I hope it will continue longer. Still long race to go here in Kyoto. As Gasunas hits the wall, he has no damage, strangely. Well, he can deal with that, as we know from last year's IGTC race. But getting back to the oval, we have 5 cars working together in the mid-pack. That's Group 3, if we could call that. Composed of Phil Diaz, Mikko Melurita, Robbie Hireman, Rudy Van Buren, and Isaac Price, which apparently has lost the draft of those 4 guys in front. On a crash in the start-finish straight, Sebastian Hutchinson going sideways. Campers as well involved. Oh, Clydes Gasunas hits Sebastian Hutchinson. Big crash. Sebastian Hutchinson being hit by Campers and then being hit by Clydes Gasunas. He's carrying a lot of damage and flat rear right tire. That would not help his steering, for sure. This is 4th caution of the day, if I'm not wrong. So also Hardwick leading the race after 63 laps, with Dan Sanger, Robin Friskovs and Yoni Tormo. And Simon Cattell challenging Yal 10 for position. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in pit lane. Sorry. This is the view of Stuart Baker's car, safety car. As my colleague Chris Wilkinson felt sick and will not come back today, sadly, so we wish him to get well soon. You can see Oscar Hartig slowly cruising there, saving fuel. So few people had made their mandatory pit stops now. That's Mikko Meijer, Isaac Price, Claudius Gassunas making pit stop because of that crash with Sebastian. Fixing damage, most probably Ben Keogh, Chris Christensen from Core Racing as well in pit lane, Jan Laprewat, Kampars, Dominic Engel, Sebastian Hutchinson reaching the pit lane successfully, fixing the damage, and they are catching up the field now. We can see Sebastian Hutchinson approaching the field. Switching back to Oscar Hardwick for the start. Stuart Baker leaves the field. That means Oscar Hardwick will control the field. He'll go anytime he wants from this point now. Start waved off. We have a start waved off because there are apparently some challenges for positions. That means some time for Stuart Baker to be on track more. I have a message that safety car will leave the track this time in this lap. Studebaker leaving the field now. Oscar Hardwick will do the restart again for a second time now. And he guns it. That's a green flag. Then Sagner in the inside of Oscar Hardwick. Good restart for these guys. They lost Yanni Tormo and the group behind. Oh no, Robin Friskops and Yanni. Oh, Yanni Tormo pushing Robin Friskops there, bomb drafting, which is definitely not allowed. Oh, contact between Yanni Tormo and Oscar Hardwick. That's aggressive driving by Yanni Tormola. That's Yanni working with Friskops, Oscar Hardwick and Dan Sagner for the front row. Then we have Simon Kell, Phil Diaz in the second row. Phil Diaz all the way to 5th now. Great job by Phil. Well, he's American, but yeah. Oh, crash in the front. The leaders crashed, which has involved Yanni Tormola and all the other guys in front. Dan Sagner, some damage. That should mean that this man, which you can see now on your screens, Phil Diaz, is the leader of the race. He did an awesome job. You should remember that so long time ago we were talking with Phil himself, and he made it to the first position, lap 71. He's now leading the race for INX Racing. Great job by Phil. Has Simon Cattell, his teammate right behind, Yal Tan, I think was involved as well. Then Rudy Van Buren and Robin Hyman and Joe Holmes is challenging each other for the position. During the crash, they think that one of them were in front of each other. So now joining me in the commentary box is Tommy Osgood, the legendary racer of LFS. Welcome, Tommy.
Thank you, Loris, and hello everyone.
So I'm not sure if you've seen what's happened up to this point in Kyoto for SpeedWeeks 400, but we have Phil Diaz leading the race, 2 laps in the race. Robin Harmon gets the position of Joe Holmes in the challenge thing. 5th safety car of the day now. just had an interesting chat between the race marshal Jonathan Palmer, safety car driver Studebaker, if Studebaker is not bored yet. Well, he has done 28 laps today. That's a lot for a safety car in this kind of race.
Yeah, I'm just trying to come on the server so I can watch what's happening as well. I've been eating dinner and stuff, so I haven't really been following the race so far, but yeah.
We have Dan Sangle leaving the pit lane, making his mandatory pit stop. In two core machines, that's Chris Christensen almost spinning out of his pit box while leaving the pit lane, and Ben Keogh in the pit lane as well. You're seeing pure teamwork there. Chris Christensen waiting for his team manager, teammate in this race, Ben Keogh, that they could draft tonight and work together. They're catching up the field. Then Sanger as well. He is the last car on the grid, though in the last position at the moment is Ray Kingsbury from LLM Racing. We'll have a safety car in this lap, that means Studebaker pulling off. Oh, Oscar Hartwig is stopping. He just stopped in the middle of the track, put it in neutral. Well, he's now going now. Strange. Some technical issues for Oscar there.
Yeah, that was quite strange.
He'll make it till the restart to catch the field. Now switching back to Phil Diaz, who will take the restart now. He can gun the car anytime after this point now, so he will do that. He has his teammate behind. He's not going yet, still ready. And he got it. That's a 5th restart tonight. Phil Diaz making a nice restart there, with Simon right behind him.
Same as Rudy Van Buren, already passed Galtayan for 3rd place.
I saw someone spinning, that's Tom Parker. He's now left behind alone. No damage for Tom. Strange, some mistake probably.
Now there's a huge Inix train behind Galtayan for 3rd. Phil Diaz in 2nd, working with Simon up front. Hero-Man actually now in 4th, so he got past the Inix train.
Yeah, he's working with the Inex guys, that's Rudy Van Buren, Friskars and Joe Holmes, which showed some interesting blocking talent yesterday. That's the other story.
But yeah, seems like these guys are just working together, so that's good.
Yep, 5 cars working, battling for 3rd position. 4 wide in 3rd corner, sorry. really close drafting there between those five cars.
Seems like Simon and Phil is doing a lot better job than the guys behind them. They pulled off quite nicely.
Oh, and in the back we have a huge back fighting for 16th position, I believe. That's Ravio, Isaac Price, Miko Mayrolito. They're not that far away. We have Kampars, Sagner, Hutchinson, Laprovat, Keo as well.
Yeah, they're 4 wide now, 3 wide now. Four wide again. Ooh, and it's getting tight there through the bend.
Yeah, but they are using all width of the track for all 4 lanes for trying to make safe drafting.
Yeah.
81 laps done by the leader, Phil Diaz.
Ooh, and Sebastian Hutchinson goes a bit wide, half the lift to not make contact with Ben Keo. So yeah, it seems like everyone has fallen nicely into place. There's also a big group for 7th place. That Team Evenham, Ben Jarry, Philip Ellis, and Johnny Tarmlo.
And let's get back to Joe Holmes, Robin Friskups, Hyman, and Yeltan.
Yeah, they're running 5 cars. Don't know how good it works though. Seems like they are catching up the leaders a little bit. Or am I wrong? No, they're catching up. Ah, maybe not. I don't really know. It's close.
Yeah, well, to be honest, we had a chat yesterday with Tommy for the viewers, you know. We just thought that basically if you draft with 4 guys, if you do it correctly, you might get 0.4 seconds faster than drafting with 3 guys. Of course, you have perfect conditions for that, is be in contact with those guys, with 4 guys. But yeah, we're seeing annex guys who are capable to do that, because I think that's the team that has the most cars on track at the moment. Fall.
Yeah, but
they're doing, yeah. Cool.
Like you could see Joe Holmes there staying on the inside, even though Yarltan had a massive more speed than him behind him. That's not most efficient, at least.
Yeah, we had this Joe Holmes problem yesterday as well, with his interesting tactics. I believe that this is the way that the team is trying to lose unnecessary drafting partners. Well, this is what I believe.
Yeah, but you know, it doesn't seem to work. But of course, they have 2 guys of their team drivers up front, so they may just want to, you know, stay where they are and not gain too much on them, since maybe they just want to get them ahead and, you know, just try to lose the other guys. So of course, instead they can get in for a top 5 finish, something like that. So yeah, but still interesting though to see. Seems like they're losing Heiderman. Yeah, he's out of the
Have a
draft.
crash.
And the safety car. Who's that? That's
Ravio.
Parker, Tom Parker. He's into the wall.
Ray Kings as well, going in the right direction. Yeah, Tom Parker with some damage there, more facial damage. Ray King's passing all the pack. I don't think that's allowed during the
I'm not particularly sure, since it depends if Tom Parker was counting as... Oh, and the Kingsbury guy spins actually coming into the pit lane. But yeah, it depends if Tom Parker counts as a driver on track or if he counts as a driver under caution, I believe, maybe. But as he was going, it, yeah, was not the smartest idea. But he spun on pit lane anyway. And we have several cars coming into the pit road. Then Keo, Campars, Ravio, and Kistner. They seem to have some
huge
damage.
trade.
And there's many others like Sanger, Jack Sedvich, Philip Ellis, Cattell, Ivanen. Yeah, basically all drivers, almost. They're all 10. All guys ahead, up front, except
Oh, and
Hierman.
Sebastian Hutchinson, sorry to interrupt Tommy, but Sebastian Hutchinson missed the pit box. He just drove through the pit lane, that is. He's now leaving the pit lane. Viewers could see that because the cameras were in Seb's car. So that means Seb just wasted his time. Is that because of all pit boxes were full? I'm not sure about that, but he just was wondering if he could pit lane. Interesting fact. An interesting move by Seb.
Yeah. And now I believe that Robin Friskups will get away around, as he is behind the safety car and he's a lap down, isn't he?
Oh, Simon Cattell gets a drive-through penalty and stop-go penalty, speeding in pit lane.
Yeah. He's behind Phil.
We have another team tandem in pit lane. That's my teammates Robin Heierman and Yanni Tormla pitting together, and you can hear my dog in background barking.
And Wenchar went in as well. Interesting number plate for Joe Holmes. It's green.
I believe that's rules of LFSCART, because every car has to have different back wing, the plate, different color, if the skin is the same.
Uh-huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so yeah, you know now. Well, most of the cars should have that.
Yeah, I see now. I can see if L is... Yeah, his car is yellow though, but I can see Team having a blue car with red number and stuff, so yeah.
Oh, we can see Friskops in front of Dohnalik. That means Friskops should get the get the lap back, because he's lap down now, and he's in front of the leader. So that should mean that Chantal Palmer should lead him.
Yeah, he should get away around. So good decisions by Robin. His tires are stone cold though. But...
Oh, Ray Kingsbury times out.
Yeah.
That's not big loss. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an interesting driver.
Here, Robin Frisco gets his lap back.
Yeah.
Well, that's unexpected for me, to be honest. Dohnalik gets the... he's the leader. Not well-known oval driver from Angel Power Racing is first now. That's really good now, to get new drivers showing up and stepping up.
Yeah, there's a whole new bunch of cars now up front, so that's definitely gonna be interesting.
Okay, so Dohnalik leads the field. To the lead start, Jonathan Palmer leaves the grid with the safety car. We're watching Dohnalik lead the field to the restart. Reminding you that overtaking is allowed only when green flag flies before start-finish line. Dohnalik, sorry if I spelled that last name wrong. How he goes, green
And here we
flag
go,
flies.
yeah, green flag.
Yeah, nice start for Dohnalik. I don't know if it will work for him. He will have no one to drive with. I think he should wait for my teammate Virgil. Well, yeah, we'll see that later, if this start works for him. We have Chris Ford and Isaac Price drafting together.
Yeah, and we have freeway battle behind him. Merlioto, Joe Holmes, and Sebastian Hutchinson. But there's a new safety car, and what happened?
Tom Parker is involved in the incident. That's all I know. He has some major damage. I believe he had damage before.
Yeah, he was in the accident before this as well. Oh, and Jarl Payen is 24th, so I believe something happened to Jarl.
Joni Tormal as well has damage in his car. Front is broken.
Jarl will also have massive damage, so he's been involved in an accident, that's for sure. Robin's car is okay. Same with Philly is. Wenchar we have some damage, but not too much.
Well, Tom Parker has the most damage. I believe it's hard for him to steer.
Yeah. Oh, Jarl 10 as well on his planes. He also have major damage.
Yeah, his front right and rear right dampers are screwed.
Yeah.
He had some position challenges going on.
So we have Simon Cattell, Robin Friscups, Tom Parker, and Jarl 10 in the pits.
Yes, indeed. I believe now it's a good time to show viewers how the challenge works here. You can see Jan Lapro and Timo Ivinen going side by side here. Jan is challenging Timo because he believes that he was in front, or Timo is challenging. No, but I believe Jan is challenging Timo. So yeah, race control now checks the replay and they see if when the safety car was deployed, before that, a few seconds before, who was of those two drivers in front. Then they are called, and this is how challenge works in oval. Really simple. You just have to go side by side to show admins that you need their attention.
Yeah, interesting that Simon Cattell just got another drive-through and stop-and-go penalty for speeding, so he'll be at the end of the line, as that's the penalty for speeding in the pits. So he will need to restart at the end of the line. So that means he will lose a few positions.
He's now currently 26th in the grid. Still Baker back to the wheel of the safety car.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this lap.
Tonalik is the leader. He will start in pole, well, at first of the grid, ahead of the, well, in first position. We have Stuart Baker in the safety car leading the field, but
Going off. Yeah, he should be leading the field now.
That means Tonalik is in control of the field, and we'll be waiting for him to go. And here he goes.
Green flag should fly now.
Yeah, green
Yes.
flag.
Gaston has been overtaken by Chris Ford. Oh, crash in the back.
Yeah, that's a massive crash.
Hard work.
That's Kistner,
Hardwick
Simon
Patel.
Cattell,
Yanni
again, yeah,
Oh no.
Oscar Hardwick, and Jack Sadwich, and Tormel, as I said.
Tomo has some damage in the front right. His tire is just... Oh, tail spins.
Yeah, and he didn't really have massive damage, I think. His tires are really overheated, so. But yeah,
Oh,
Yanni
Sedgwick
Tormel,
has a lot of damage.
yeah, his car is barely going straight. Well, it's not going straight.
He's doing his best to do that, but yeah, it's really hard for him to steer. He will
Simon's-
not use the entry of the turn 3, which is allowed,
Yeah.
I believe, in this condition of his car. He should be allowed to use the apron before on the turn 3. He reaches the pit
He's
successfully.
Simon Cattell also being patient, just staying behind him. So, as he needs to. Let's see if these guys can get out of pit lane. Oh, and Simon misses his box. He misses it again. Simon, what are you doing? And now he drives out. Wonderful. Well, yeah, let's see if they can stay out ahead on the lead lap, but I don't really think so.
And now we have a guest in our commentary box. That's Chris Ford from Meh Racing. Hello, Chris.
Oh god, do I have to be interviewed by you? Where's Wilco gone?
Wilco's puking and shitting himself up, so yeah.
Hi,
language.
Chris Ford.
Language, yeah.
Slurs.
Need to be teached a
Morning.
lot. We have Tommy as well.
Tommy.
Best crew, well, yeah. We have your teammate. Anyhow, how's the race for you being until this point of time?
Wonderfully terrible. It's an oval race where people lose their heads and start crashing into each other.
Well, currently in second place, how did you manage to do that? I mean, had some nice drafting partners or something like that?
No, getting lucky and pitting earlier when I got wrecked. Just as simple as that. Save fuel, save fuel, save fuel, save fuel, save fuel.
Are you gonna... Well, no, never mind. Who are you gonna work with to win this race?
I have no idea whatsoever. At the moment, it's just a case of survival. I don't think there's anybody planning to win the race yet.
There seems to be many cautions, especially lately.
Yeah, the more cautions for me, the better, because that'll allow me to save my fuel. According to my data, I've got 120 laps of fuel left, but we'll have to see. Oh, goodbye, Joe Holmes.
Yeah, Joe Holmes time's out. That's unfortunate for him. So, will you reach it on fuel? Are you planning any more pit stops?
My ideal solution is I won't need to make a pit stop, but I don't know, I'm just sort of hoping that track position plays a way out at the moment. Can somebody please explain to me from the commentary box what Simon Cattell is doing? Because that's about 6 safety cars in a row he's pitted. And he continuously speeds in the pits and just doesn't... I mean, he might go a lap down this time.
Yeah, this last time he actually ran over a pit box, reversed over it again, and did not stop. And yeah, and then he just drove out of pits without pitting. So I don't really know.
Strange. I think it's unlikely I'll go the rest of the distance on fuel without Jag Sedgwick continuing to have fun at the back. But yeah, I think that well, we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. Yesterday's Simon Cattell gets a stop, go, deliberate remain for continuously speeding in the pits deliberately to try and beat the field out of the pits. I think that's you got what you deserve there, Simon.
Yeah, well, unlucky, I'm not sure, but yes, really abusing the rules by Simon Cattell there. He will get the drive-through and he will have to serve it on the green flag. He's pre-last now, he has only Jack Sedgwick behind. Not the best place to be.
Indeed, he's going to struggle tonight, that's for sure.
Okay, so we had, yeah.
Since I guess we're about to go yellow, can I go back down to my box, please, with Jack and that?
Yes, we are going to move Chris Ford, and thank you for your interview and good luck in your upcoming race.
Cheers. Yeah.
That was Chris Ford from Mach Racing, not really in the best mood today.
He seems quite upset.
He misses Wilco, yeah.
Indeed. They're driven 103 laps out of 210, so still way to go. 2.5 of the race is finished, so that's good.
So Dohnalik leading the field again in the third gear, turn 3, when he will go.
Here he goes. Yeah. And the green flag flies, and we're on the way. Great start by Isaac Price. He's right on Virgil's bumper, but Virgil
Chris Ford is passing Dohnalik. He had a wonderful restart. Sorry to interrupt about that, Tommy.
Yeah, that's a good run by Chris Ford. Now working with Dohnalik. Seems like they're getting some room to the guys behind.
That interview helped him to concentrate, I believe.
Yeah, and we have Isaac Price and Virgil working together for position number 3. But it seems like Ellis and Sebastian Hutchinson and Merliotto is catching up. No, it was Sebastian Hutchinson and Ellis. Did I say that? Anyway, and Merliotto is trying to hang on to them, but I think he's just outside the slipstream. Yes, he is.
Simon Cattell is serving his top go penalty, just to let you know.
And there's a huge group here. Team Even and Jan Apro, Rudy Van Buren is pretty wide, and there's contact between Team Even and who's that? That's the black car, black and red.
Sanger,
yeah, and he's now on the outside of Jan Apro.
Oh, Campars.
Oh,
Team
yeah, Campars
almost spinning.
And Phil D is almost touching Campars. Campars is really loose. Yeah, but he got it. He keeps it on track. Phil is on a wonderful run now, up to 10th place, working good, and they're catching Reliotto, who's ahead of them. Then Kyo now on the inside. Then Kyo passing, same as Phil. But they have got space now, a gap down to Jan Apperwood, Team Evelyn and Sanger. Reliotto, Benkio and Phil Diaz. So, yeah, seems like they lost him. That's a shame for Team. Oh, closer between Kyo and Reliotto, and there's contact. Reliotto is off.
Phil Diaz going backwards into the track on the racing line. Careful that. We have Generation Robin Herman as well with damage.
And Tormala, Uni Tormala.
Kairos Gasinas almost moving. He's being hit by someone. That was Virgil. Oh god, this is a ma'am. Well, Kairos Gasinas should now show his skill of driving with broken dampers.
That car is heavily damaged. That car is impossible to drive. All props were just getting it into pit road now. And Robin Priscott in the pits as well.
Oh, I believe Kairos Gasinas has entered the pit lane. Not sure. Like 1 second or even less before the pits open. San was out. He's not bidding. Why? No, he's not bidding. He can now reach the pit lane.
Yeah, good job by Gasinas there to keep it on. And here we have many guys pitting. Virgil, Keo, Winjarvi, Engel, Yaltayan, Tormala, Engel,
Tom Parker spectates.
Sedgwick. Yeah, Ray's over for him.
A lot of cars pit lane, definitely. Oh, Yaltayan pits in same box with Virgil from Gen Racing.
And that's a stop and go for Gasinas. Well, end of lane for him. Yeah, kind of messy race this. Don't you agree? Take that as a yes.
And now, third guest tonight in our commentary box, we have Tom Parker, the unlucky guy tonight. Tom, welcome.
Hi.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah. Lucky race for you, mate. What went wrong to you? Wrong setup or what?
I think the amount of blocking tonight was absolutely ridiculous if you ask me. I was blocked about 15 times. Tormala smashed me into Simon Cattell on that lap 95. My connection is going to go in about half an hour, so there's no point in me continuing really.
So you'll say that all the crashes that we've seen you being involved in were caused by the crash was caused by some unlucky blocking, or I mean not unlucky, just blocking, or basically just you were in not the right place, not in the right time.
Some of them obviously, I mean, I think I caused one earlier when I tapped Jack Sedgwick, and I think it was a team move as well, and that was a bit of a accident. But most of the other ones, I didn't think I did anything wrong. The ones I was involved in, so I don't know. It was just a bit dodgy tonight, if you ask me.
Any plans for Kyoto 500? I mean, any predictions of today? I mean, it's like 100 mile longer only race, and just judging from the driver's spot, what should we expect in more than 1 week time? in the prestigious Kyoto 500?
More of the same, really. Same people up front, so the NX boys, obviously. Jarl Tynes have been very quick, I must just say. I don't know, it's anyone's game, really. Like, this race is going to be at the moment, we've got... I'm not sure he's leading Chris Ford, I think. But yeah,
Chris Ford.
It's going to look some topsy-turvy. I reckon it'll be topsy-turvy come the end of the race, but qualifying we should see the regular names up front.
Who's your favorite to win this today?
That's a hard one. I would say an NX driver, because they're all in the same chat, aren't they? Let me have a look. Yeah, they're all sort of in the same chat. And then there's the Mare boys as well. So, if I had to say one name, I would say... Let's go for Teemu Evenham. Why not?
Okay, we'll see. There's yeah.
Safety car has been, the restart has been waved off while we are talking here, and we should say thank you for Tom Parker from Tiger Express Motorsports. I believe now there's, oh no, that's still Jan Laperwat left there from Tiger Express, sorry. So yeah, Tom, bad luck for you, mate. I wish you best of luck next time, and thanks for the interview. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we'll be restarting this time by, well, next time by. So, Chris Ford will lead the field. It's currently Stuart Baker, the safety car, but he will soon pull away. And we are green. Ice Price takes the lead into turn number 1, ahead of Chris Ford and Denalik. Seems like everyone has managed to go quite nicely. The top 3 guys have made a little gap down to Philip Ellis, who's currently driving alone. but he's getting Sebastian Hutchinson and Sanger on his tail. Back to the lead. It's Chris Ford. Oh, and there's contact between Denali and Isaac Price. But they managed to hold it, so we're still green. Denali lost some speed there though, but Isaac Price took the lead. And Denali has now dropped back to 7th place, and I think he's lost the draft even from the 3 guys who just passed him. And we're under caution. There's a crash. There's a crash. Gazunas is involved. Robin Friskups, Merlioto, and Virgil Yarltan. They're the ones who were involved in that accident. So that means we are yellow again. This is gonna be a long race. So, Denali is pitting. Not sure if he got damage from that, little hit. He has some right rear damage, but I think he had that from before, to be honest. Yarltan also pitting to fix his car. And then we have Cattell, Hardwick, and Ben Keogh all driving 3 wide. You're unsure about their positions, most probably. So with Isaac Price, who's leading the field, well, behind the safety car, ahead of Chris Ford, Ellis, Hutchinson, Sanger, even in Laproat, Camparders, Diaz, Van Buren, and then it's Keogh, Hardwick, and Cattell, Heaterman, Sedgwick, no, actually Sedgwick is a lap down, Engel, Ravio, Wenjari, Tarmala, Kistner, Friskups, Merlioto, Virgil, Denali, Tain, and Cattell and Sedgwick, and Gazunas at the back. He's a lap down. And the safety car is pulled away, so we'll be waiting. No, actually, there is not. We will not try have a restart this time of day. It will probably be next time. We have Merlioto in the pit lane. So safety car in this lap. So we'll be restarting next time by, and we have Isaac Price who will lead the field as said. His closest teammate is Ellis, who's in 3rd place. And behind that it's Evening in 6th, so he's not too far behind, and he has about Sanger and Hutchinson between him and Ellis. And behind him is Jan Laporte, the only Tiger Express Motorsport driver left on track. We know Joe Holzer, unfortunate, and timed out earlier in the race for Inex Racing. And the safety car has pulled away, and we are waiting for Isaac Price to go, and here he goes. And we should have a green flag. There we have it. Chris Ford doing a good restart, being on Isaac Price's tail, passing now for the lead. Ellis just lost the draft yet again, while yeah, he's driving alone actually, as the guys behind him lost him. Sanger, Even, Laporte, Hutchinson, and then there's some space down to Ben Keogh and Ruud van Buren, and then they're 4 wide, 3 wide, 2 wide. And they managed to keep it. Herman on the inside of Jack Sedgwick. We have Ben Keogh, Phil Diaz, and Rudy van Buren, as well as Simon Cattell in there. Seems like they all managed to keep together. Cam Bars and Oscar Hardwick now coming to them. Well, the two leaders, Chris Ford and Isaac Price, are working together and getting the gap. Phil Diaz, Kierman, Ruud van Buren, Ben Keogh are all very close together. And Jack Sedgwick make it 4 wide, but Ruud van Buren gets away. They just gotta work together and get to the group of Sanger, Hutchinson, Even, and Ellis, who was catched. Seems like Jan Laporte is dropping. No, he's into the drops still in 7th place. But it's the big group behind him. That's Simon Cattell, and oh, and there's contact. Big contact on the straight. Ruud van Buren is into the wall. Herman is off. And Friskops is in the wrong direction. Virgil's car looks okay. Herman's car is really bad. And so is Rudy van Buren's and Robin Friskops.
Oh, you just have to leave for 10 minutes and your teammates crash. Come on, man. Yeah, everyone, I'm back. See that Gen Racing had some friendly gestures with the wall, or each other even.
It's been interesting while we've been gone, and we're still on the caution, as you can see. Seems to be cautions quite often. Let's see, let's hope we can get a long green flag run soon, since this is gonna take a while if it keeps like this. Like, they just gotta give each other's enough room, watch for the inside and outside, and keep track of where the other drivers are, since right now they're all just, yeah, causing cautions. Some contact between Oscar Hardwick and Tarmola under caution here.
And for those who are interested in Le Mans, After 7 hours of racing, we have Audi in the first and Peugeot in the second in LMP class. In LMP2, Team Oreca and Team GTA Pro, we have Connect Racing with Chevrolet Corvette. In GTA Amateur, we have Porsche 911, and we have currently Focus retired. So that's it from the French annual 24-hour race. Getting back to the oval in Kyoto.
We have the rescue car trying to help Robin Frisk upstairs burn his clutch even and cannot steer to the left. That's not a good thing, and I am oval.
Yeah, even 2 rescue cars trying to help him, sorry.
Yeah, but here he gets sideways.
Lucky. He'll lose his second lap now. Feel the sound from him. Chris Ford leading the race.
Let's see if we're still under how long the safety car will be out.
Where Chris Ford is saving fuel heavily, the safety car is far away from him. He's cruising in 6th gear, using only half of the throttle. I'm surprised it's even pushing him a bit. Robin Harman finishing his pit stop. Successfully fixing all the damage. Rudy and Green as well, they will catch the field. "26 cars left here. To have 26 cars, Friscups in the back of the field, 2 laps down if I'm not wrong.
Hi.
As we have the safety car in the slab signed by Theo Falkenberg, sorry. And you heard the sweet sound of Joe Holmes entering the commentary box here for some words by him. Welcome, Joe.
Hi.
Unsuccessful race for you. What happened, just from your point of view, basically before you lost your connection?
Well, it were all going well, and then there was a bit of an incident, some contact, as expected, and had to make an early pit stop, so we came out of the back, and just trying to get through the field was just so hard, considering there were just so many safety cars, and then eventually got near the front again, but then timed out.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
It's really hard if it's not there, because there's just lag and people are just jumping from side to side. It's just hard to know, like, if you're going to hit them or not.
Yeah, it's been a quite messy race with many safety cars now lately. Let's see if we can get a long green flag to run. Now the restart is on, and seems like Dude got some. Chris Ford, sorry, got a marginal lead there. But yeah, Joe. Now, what's the next tactic in the rest of the race? Do you know?
Well, they've got all the pit stops out of the way, so I guess it's just get to the front and try and keep there.
Yeah.
Rudy was up there, but he got caught up in a crash, so he's got some work to do.
Yeah, we saw that he was involved. His car was totaled, so good job. He's still running on the lead lap.
Joe, who would you say? Well, you ran almost all through the grid during this race. I mean, you had possibility to draft with almost everybody. Who would you say that is the best and the worst drafter to deal with and to work with in this field at the moment?
I found that my teammates were the best, but that's probably because we've got a lot of communication going on, so you all know what you're doing. But I found it really hard to draft with number 22. I don't think he understands like how to make it go fast. Like, we're drafting but not gaining any time, and like he'd like block and stuff when it's just us two trying to catch. So it didn't really make sense. But
who's your favorite now to win the race?
I'm gonna say 39, Phil Ellis. He did really well yesterday. He's at the front now, so. Oh,
we have a safety car crash.
Team moves off.
Yes, Team Weavenen has some problems, apparently.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. He was up there at front, running strong, so he'll now accompany with Denalik and Rudy Van Buren, though. It's going to be interesting to see how they can work themselves up the field. But with all these safety cars, it's going to be tough.
Have a lead change. That's Dan Sanger now in the lead. Sanger, sorry. And Isaac Price, Seth Hutchinson. Chris Ford dropped down to 5th after his few good runs in the race. We have few cars entering the pit lane. That's Yannick Harmala with some damage.
Yeah.
Dominic Engel gets a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
His teammate nearly auto pits, so will be the end of line for Danny Angel. No, what's his name? Angel, I believe.
Dominic Engel.
Dominic. Danny is another one.
Not and far away from Angel. Yeah, so.
Interesting about the amount of drive-throughs and stop-go penalties that have been going in this race.
Well done, yes. So yeah. He will have to restart at the end of the line.
I think he's pretty much at the end of the line anyway.
And still,
Yeah.
Joe, talking about the team, one person is really unlucky from your teammates. It's Robin Friskops. He's now 2 laps down, if I'm not wrong. Do you know the reason of that?
He got caught up in a really big crash and he couldn't move his car at all, and he had to go from the exit of turn 2, being pushed by the rescue car all the way to the pit lane, and it just cost a lot of time, so... Which is a shame, because they were running quite up at the front and he'd already done all his pit stops and stuff, so...
So still 74 laps to go in this race. Dan Sanger leads the field. Joe, getting back to yesterday, we had the Kyoto 200. Had that race anything made for you for today's race? I mean, have you had any practice for drafting, or did that help anyhow?
I'd say it did help, because like you learnt a lot, like with the three-way drafting and like how to make it work, and also how to drop people out the draft, because when there's like 5 of you, it's just too many. So you have to like work out how to drop people. So it definitely does help when you're doing this, because it's a similar situation. It's just a little bit faster, I guess.
And any hopes for Kyoto 500? I mean, judging from the driver's point of view, in today's race, it's like only 100 miles shorter in some time. We'll have the race. So what are your expectations?
I think it's going to be like very similar to this. I reckon there's going to be some cautions and stuff. You just run the same setup and stuff, I guess. I'm not sure if you need to do an extra pit stop or not, though. You might have to, and also maybe a tyre change will come into it, but it'll just be pretty similar to this, I guess.
So we have green flag here in the restart. Oh, Isaac Price spinning. Drops down to 21st. That was unlucky restart, I believe. Chris Ford has a broken nose. Well, not literally, but his car has broken nose.
Yeah, 99 car of Isaac Price. Don't know what happened there. Did it just spin, or?
I was watching Dan Sagner, to be honest. He was just flying away from the field, and then I saw Isaac spinning like I... So, yeah, thank you for Joe Holmes for your interesting chat here. And best of luck in Kyoto 500.
Thank you. Have fun with the rest.
Okay, bye. That was Joe Holmes from Annex Racing. Had unlucky timeout earlier in the race. An interesting situation now, Tommy. Race director is giving some advices for the racers. We have 56 minutes remaining in the time limit for the race. Yeah, what do you think?
I think he's perfectly right, to be honest. This is just... the drivers really need to shape up, since there's still many laps to go, and we're seeing so many incidents the last 40 laps. There's been more laps done under caution than under green flag, so yeah, the drivers need to shape up and get this race done, or it will be shortened, which yeah, would be a shame.
Yeah, this is not a good stuff before the longer race that we are expecting soon, the annual Kyoto 500 race, which is mentioned from time to time in this stream.
I think if the Kyoto 500 continues like, you know, in this way, it'll be a pain in the ass. I don't think, you know, it's some way cool with some battles and stuff going on, but it's not fun watching cars going slow around an old track for 40 laps, you know. We need to see some green flag laps, and hopefully a longer end now. The driver still needs to stay cool, and you know, with 40 laps to go, there is no reason to. No, with 60 laps to go. I meant that we had done 140 laps. You know, there's still many laps to go, so to take unnecessary risks. You know, they've just been crashing too much lately. And now the safety car is driving away.
Dan Sanger will lead the field for his fourth restart, if I'm not wrong. Let's hope this one will be longer. Dan Sanger waiting, still waiting. Has Sebastian Hutchinson on his tail. And Phil Ellis, and here he goes. Green flag flies.
I think this is a good restart. Green flag flies. Batteries are by Arltain down in 11th, but if we look at the top, they're all bunched up together. At least Ellis is now in the lead. Hutchinson second, and Sanger, they seem to have driven away a little bit.
The second group of a lot of cars. 6 even, 4 wide and 3 with Ben Keogh, Camper, Sedgwick, Cattell, and Phil Diaz, Jan Lapperwatt there as well.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that both Sedgwick and Simon Cattell are both a lap down. So
yeah.
But the 3 guys now in first, second, and third, Sanger, Ellis, and Hutchinson, have now started to pull away from the guys behind, so good restart by them, and I think if they can keep this up, yeah. But it's a shame though, since I believe there will be more questions, but yep.
And Campar's making a pit stop, that's interesting. Maybe he's out of fuel?
Yeah, you say something there, maybe he's just had a... But that's weird though, since he's had so many opportunities to pit, and he chooses now under green.
Getting back to those who had pitted already and doing some laps at the moment, fighting in the lead, Phil Ellis, Dan Sanger, Sebastian Hutchinson so close. Oh, and Phil Diaz in contact with Ben Keogh. Ben Keogh saves it.
Yeah, and this is the interesting part, you know, Phil Diaz, Ben Keogh, they're on the lead lap. Sam Cattell and Jack Sedgwick, they're not on the lead lap. Oh, and
safety car.
Safety cars. That is Team Even and again.
And before that, we saw that race marshals had decided to give Jonas Holm a drive-through penalty for causing an avoidable collision under safety car, though that has to be served under green flag. Timu even is pitting in the apron. He thinks that his car is really undrivable. Pits are closed, for that matter. So he'll have a penalty for that. Or he will stop and wait. No, he's entering the pit lane. Drive-through penalty for Timu even and waiting for him when he fixes the car. Fixes all the pit stop stuff. He's not fixing damage. That's strange.
Yeah, he forgot to turn that on. That's a big mistake by Team Leonin. He forgot to repair the damage. And you can't afford mistakes like that in this part of the race. Well, in any part of the race. We have Oscar Hardwick in the pit lane, car 42, and car 52, Tarmla. He's trying to serve his drive-through.
Oh no.
But that's not gonna work. You cannot do your drive-throughs under caution. Yep, his penalty will be reassigned at the restart. Maybe he just wanted himself at the back of the grid though, since he is gonna get down onto pit road.
Unlucky mistake for Unitomo. Oh, and Timu even.
Yeah,
He's
he
doing
went
Simon
faster.
Cattell.
Yeah, he does exactly what Simon Cattell does. He
Will
wants to
that
stay
be-
on this lead lap.
Yeah.
But the difference is that I think Simon was also punished for speeding many times in a row. Team Lead did only speed once, and that was to get ahead of the field. Penalty cleared. Yeah. He reached. Good job.
Oh, I wish Wilco should be watching this, because before the race started, he asked that. He asked me what are my favorites to win the race, and as we can see, Sebastian Hutchinson is in the first place. As I said, one of two. The second one was Joni Tormola, but yeah, one of two my favorites are in the lead now. That's awesome. Okay, so safety car in this lap. That means Studebaker will pull away. Entering lap 151. Lap 68 for Studebaker. That means, that shows how many laps has safety car been out today. 68 laps.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting end to this race, I believe. There's still many laps to go though, but yeah.
Studebaker leaves the field. Sebastian Hutchinson controlling the field for serious racing.
So when is Hutchinson going? He's going already. He's going.
Green
That
flag.
Sanger is right with him, and the green flag flies.
What about Ellis?
Yeah.
Ellis is behind. That's a nice
Ellis
teamwork.
has got the draft. Yeah, the three guys got away just another time. Oh, and Ellis hits the wall just a little bit. He scratches it. Oh, contact between Keo and Jack Sedgwick. Save the car. That's the big one. That's the big one. Plan is involved. Raivo is involved.
Herman. Oh, Herman almost hits the rescue car. Virgil has broken car as well. Oh dear, dear. Tommy, I believe this leads us. Oh, Virgil. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think he just got information TeamSpeak that he's not allowed to pit in the apron. And the safety car and pits are closed. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so Tommy, I believe this leads us that we should soon see the shortened race. Shouldn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Gosh.
And joining us in commentary box is Rudy Van Buren from INEX Racing. Hello, Rudy.
Hello.
So,
Rudy.
Go.
Go ahead.
So yeah, we have Rudy Van Buren, the 5th place owner at the moment. How was the race for you until now, at this moment?
It's been full with ups and downs. It's a bit like all the races have gone this week. It's you're at the front, you crash, you go to the rear, fix it, and try to get your way back, and hope you're at the front for the final 10 laps. As far as I can look forward now, it's working out, but we gotta wait and see.
Yeah, you were. There's not too many laps since you had a crash and was in the pits, but you're now already up to 5th place. So a really good job by working yourself up through the field. How has that gone, really, with all the safety cars and all that?
Well, it started off with an action by my own side, which probably caused the accident, because I went outside of one of the Gen R cars, and he could probably see me, but the one on the left of him couldn't, and we collided into the wall. From there on, it was, for me, a lot of luck. Like how this safety car started, 2 cars bounced into each other in front of me, and just as soon as they released each other, I went in between them and even touched one, but got away with no damage. So I hope the luck stays on my side.
Yeah, so do we, Rudy. There's still many laps to go, and there's been so many cautions, so please try to keep it under green.
We'll probably follow a few.
Yeah, I expect so. And safety car is coming in this lap, so good luck, Rudy.
Yeah,
Good luck, Rudy.
That was Rudy Van Buren in car number 57 in 5th place.
One of the INEX boys.
Yeah, he is the wild team. Well, NX has the most cars in this race. I think there's no doubt about that.
Well, we should remind that this is LFSCART round 3, so points count. We have 55 laps remaining at the land, which is 42 minutes in the race limit. Yeah. So Phil Ellis taking the restart, Dan Sagan right behind him, bumping him even a bit. He's going wide in T3, and I believe, yeah, he is going. Green flag will fly soon. Oh no, start waved off.
Yeah.
I believe, yeah, I know why. Because, yeah, I saw Philip Ellis just going slowly up, then slowly down. And yeah, this doesn't work.
So the back also just catch up with him right before. So. But now they're all bunched up at least. Yeah, still under caution. I gotta say Sanger is doing a good job staying up there in the top. I've not really heard of him before this race. Yeah, he don't have anyone, but he's still in 2nd, and he's been doing really good so far, so props to him.
Yeah, I saw him before, like last year in Oval Events. From what I heard, this start was waved off because of some challenges going on, maybe?
Somewhat.
Some challenges for positions going on, but it has sorted out now, so we might have the restart soon. Hopefully.
Yeah, probably the next lap. I can see Al is trying to lose as much fuel as possible. Yeah, he has too much fuel in his car.
Not same about Sagner, he's saving fuel.
I don't think it's saving, since then he would be using a higher gear, I expect, but I think he has just enough.
Team Weaven as well as burning fuel. Someone else. Most of the cars are in fourth gear. Yaltan is burning fuel as well.
Yeah, so is Sebastian Hutchinson in third. Safety car in
Cattell. Back to Phil Ellis. Let's see. Will we have a longer green run? Oh, still bigger goes on the apron with the safety car. Come on, Stu, concentrate.
Team even in 13, trying to burn as much fuel as possible. He's done a good job to recover though. He's on the lead lap and he's in 13th, and we know he was in an accident not, you know, quite lately. And wow, there's a huge, the grid is going on and off on the speed, but here we go, green flag.
Phil Ellis does a nice restart. Sebastian Hutchinson pushing? No, that was not pushing, sorry. Just drafting. Oh, and Simon Cattell catches up. Oh, a lot of cars, to be honest, catches up. Wow, we have a big train and a big pile of cars fighting for the lead.
Yeah. Rudy Fimmerin is just not in it, so it's the top 4 cars. Campers is not on the lead lap, and neither is Phil Dietz. Sam Cattell is not on the lead lap, and Campers, the rest is. Ooh, Sam Cattell gets a little bit loose.
73 has a black and orange flag, or as well called meatball flag. Has to put within 3 laps to repairs. That means he has damage. That's Kleidas Gasunas. Oh, that's bad luck for him. As well as Jan Toma gets his penalty back, serving because he served it on the yellow. And getting back to the front, Simon Cattell, Dan Sagner, Sebastian Hutchinson, Phil Ellis, and that's it. Fighting for the lead, drafting for the lead. Well, oh, Phil Ellis pushing Dan Sagner a bit.
Oh. And Rudy Van
so
Buren has catched up again. And so has Campers, Kistner, and Laperwat. So 8 cars fighting for the top position, but 2 of them are not on the lead lap. That's Simon Cattell and Campers. They're a lap behind, but still up there, so there's many cars up front.
Just hope they will use their brain and stay green. Come on, guys, be careful.
It seems like Laperwat and Kistner has just lost the draft, but I think they will be back up there soon, since these won't draft efficiently, since, yeah, there's just too many. 8 cars. Ooh! Yeah,
Seb pushing Campers. Well, this is a result of draft. This is not intense draft, bum
yeah,
draft.
ooh, watch out. Simon Cattell gets loose in the middle of Ellis and Hutchinson, but he gets behind him again. And while 52...
Ellis, in the middle. Squeezes. That's a contact.
Contact between Seb Hutchinson, Cattell, and Ellis.
Diaz sliding
Diaz is up.
on the apron.
So is Rudy. Ooh, and watch out. Contact between Rudy and Phil. And here comes Kistner. Squeezed by Rudy and Phil Diaz. But he's on the inside. Wow, how did they make that?
Kisner pushing Price
Still the
out of.
Still this.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ellis
yeah, I think
spinning
it's
big
out.
crash into 3. Kisner, Ellis with a lot of. Oh,
Ow.
Kisner, come on! He collects someone from Gen Racing. That's not smart move. That was Virgil, number 54.
But look at Isaac Price's car. It's just the front has a little scratch strip that he was in the wall in. I don't know how fast, but yeah, it was fast. But his car is totally fine, no suspension damage.
Hacks.
Since he got the
Yeah,
front
okay.
in, yeah. So good luck by Isaac.
Yeah.
Phil Diaz though has some left side damage. I mean right side damage.
Well, I think the most lucky guys here are these two, Yanni Tongman and Claudius Gasinas. They made a pit stop. One of those made a pit stop because of the meatball flag, and Yanni made the pit drive-through penalty, served his penalty, and they almost got a lap down, but now due this caution, that means they will get back to the field and they will not lose the lap. Dominic Engel trying to fake his entry to the pit lane. Simon Cattell drive-through penalty as well as Phil Ellis in the pit stops.
And
dear.
Camper's now getting his lap back.
What is Simon Cattell doing in the pit lane?
Who knows?
Oh, that's a rage
disconnected.
quit.
Yeah, Simon Cattell is out of this race. Unfortunate for him.
I believe that might be a penalty, but yeah, we'll see after the race only. Phil Ellis with his stop-go penalty catching up the field. If it was intentional, I think it won't be removed.
What?
If that, I mean, that's only me wondering, but if that stop-go penalty, I mean, if he was speeding a little bit intentionally, that won't be removed. I mean, it won't be like start from the back. But we'll see shortly.
Someone has spun on the pit lane. That's a genuine racing car.
Virgil, oh, come on. No.
Wow.
Now reaches the pits, finally.
Dominic Angel. It's number 3, 54, 52, and 50 who's on pit road. Sanger leading the field ahead of Sebastian Hutchinson, Rudy van Buren up the third, who we just spoke with earlier in the last safety car period. When Charlie follows him in 5th place, who Joe Holmes had problems drafting with. And number 12 car, Jan Appelwood follows in 5th. Phil Diaz right behind, but his car has some right side damage, so it's gonna be interesting to see if his car is still going okay. He's trying to burn as much fuel as possible as well.
Safety car is in this lap, so that's a restart.
Yeah, we will see Stuart Baker soon drive away from the field.
We have 32 minutes left till the race limit. Phil Ellis is asking for a chat with administration.
And here we go. No, we don't.
That might be a wave off.
Yeah, what's happening here?
Phil Ellis has his penalty clear, by the way. Dan Sagan is not speeding up.
They're all
He's now.
side by side and stuff at the back, but seems like the start is going. Oh, and there's a crash. Who's that? Robin and Robin.
Oh, yeah, Yonitama being crashed by review.
So that's a new caution. How wonderful. You know what? These laps have gone so slowly that, yeah.
Interesting crash, I didn't get it first. That's Robin Hyman and Robin Frescops. Two Robins colliding each other. That's not good.
Yeah. But yeah, we're still waiting for a green flag run. I mean, this is gonna take so long time that, yeah, who knows? I could have eaten dinner. I've already done those, so I don't need to, but, yeah. Let's hope to see some green flag racing as we are on lap 169. We're waiting for the green flag to fly, which will be, yeah, there will be green flag at one or two laps, I believe. And a friendly reminder from the race director, Jonathan Palmer. A friendly reminder, leader control space, don't get antsy and stack up like you all just did. And I completely agree, they were all bunched up in, you know, someone were accelerating at the back since they were too far behind or something, while the leaders had not gone, and then they were all side by side and stuff, waiting for the leader to go, which is not the way it should be.
Well, we're not only having a safety car. Some people over the seas and the oceans, how do they say here in Lithuania, have a safety car in Le Mans, which is dark now there. So yeah, just an interesting note. Okay, 40 laps left here in Kyoto Oval. Safety car in this lap. Sagan is even weaving, trying to get his tires warm and not saving fuel anymore.
Whoa! Tormola spins. Under safety car.
Oh, Yanni.
There was some contact. I didn't watch as I was riding on Skype, but I just heard some contact and then I saw it sideways. So yeah, he'll start at the back with his teammate Robert Kierman. Hey, they gotta catch up though. What are they doing? They're far behind. Ah, this is a cheated start from Robin here, man. I don't think he can do that. It was just driving far. Yeah, it was far behind, and then he accelerated before the green flag and just went around many cars on the outside. Wasn't too bad though. Could have been a lot worse.
Ooh, almost pins his team.
Yeah.
What's that going aside the wall? Kristner has some problems.
Yeah.
He has a broken front of his car. He might get a middle flag soon, because just look at the car trying to go left, but it goes right into the wall.
He's gonna pit.
Yeah, he's pitting. Okay. Don't get that drive through? Yeah, okay. Back to the lead. Sebastian Hutchinson, Dan Sanger. Double fight for the lead.
Yeah, it seems like the two guys have got a run. Rudy Van Buren is in third place alone, while they're fighting for positions behind him. It's Diaz, even in Venturi and Lapowat set, which is a lap down, but he's there. But yeah, definitely Sanger and Hutchinson driving together up front. Getting a gap down to Rudy Van Buren, who we just talked with earlier on. Oh, and they're squeezing each other. Phil Diaz, Winchar, and Jack Sedgwick. Phil Diaz and Winchar were close together, but no contact. Oh, I think we're gonna see contact here. Team Even and Winchar, a little bit of contact. Oh, and they're running pretty wide, really close together. No contact now, boys. Keep it together. 4 wide soon. No, 3 wide. Oh, contact between Rudy Van Buren and Jan Apperwood. And we'll have 3 wide into turn number 2. 3.
Oh, Jack Sedgwick. Oh, Jesus, that's a crash.
Rudy Van Buren is up.
Yeah, that's a crash.
Light crash. Jan Apperwood, big crash. Phil Diaz is on the roof. Race over for Philip Diaz. No, he's hitting. Yeah, it's race over.
Oh, no. Teammates trying to flip him.
Yeah.
Rudy Van Buren trying to flip. Oh,
yeah,
he flipped back Phil Diaz. Is that allowed?
Yeah, I have no idea. But Rudy Van Buren tries to keep his mate. Tried to help his mate, and I think it just worked out. Let's see what the admins think about that though. But yeah, I just want to see as many cars as possible on the lead lap, to be honest. So as long as they can keep it under green, which they have not so far in the race. Robin Friskups in pit road. He is retiring from the race. Robin Friskups is out. Car 77.
Wow, interesting ending of the race.
Yeah. We still have many laps to go, but I guess we'll run out of time.
Yeah, a lot of cars pitting, we can see that. Oh, Rudy Van Buren passing. No, not passing, it's okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Isaac Price, 99, 94, 57, and 9 on pit road. Rudy Van Buren, Isaac Price, Philip Diaz, and Merlioto.
This is now a timed race, as
yeah.
John Obama says. 22 minutes remaining, almost. Phil Diaz, he didn't knew he will be here. I believe he thought that his race is over, and now he's in pit lane fixing his car, and he's still in the fight for the win, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, with all these things happening every lap, everything can still happen. But it's looking good for Sanger and Hutchinson up front, I must say. They've done a good job on all restarts. They've been there, and they've been there for quite a long time now. But, you know, there's so many laps still to go, so you don't know when Jarvik can come and pass both of them. Jack Sedgwick is there, and he's a lap down. You have Team Evening and Philip Ellis. Chris Ford, Jarl Tane, you know, all of these guys can really win the race. But yeah, I must say my favorite right now is on Sebastian Hutchinson as well. But yeah, I must say it would have been really fun if Sanger won this. I really want him to win this. It would have been fun. I've not really seen him much around, so So then the pace car pulls away, and we're waiting for Sanger to go green.
Yep, Sanger holding the pace, with filling it down. Sebastian Hutchinson right back there. And we should go now. Oh, yeah, we go.
Here we go.
Green
Green flag. And good start by Sanger and Hutchinson yet again. Winchari and Jack Sedgwick together behind him.
Come on, guys, keep it clean. Yeah,
They're
groups,
close
of
together.
course.
Ellis, Cheyenne, Ford, Evener, Gesunas. They're all bunched up. 4 wide. Ooh.
Oh, Gasinos
That
makes.
worked.
Oh, that's a crash.
Safety car. Angle. Dominic Angle and that's Danny Angle, as I said earlier. And Ravio. Driving a Pokemon inspired car.
Well, that's not only Pokemon. But yeah, a lot of mix of interesting stuff.
Oh yeah.
That skin.
Yeah, even
Oh, he almost crashes into Dominic Angle. Jesus. Okay, guys, interesting guest in commentary box. We have Sebastian Hutchinson here in commentary box. Welcome, Seb.
Hello,
Hey,
how are
mate.
you?
Well, we're fine, but we're wondering how are you? Because you are in the lead, like almost, well, in the fight for the lead, for almost after the race, and you're fighting, drafting with Sanger. I believe you found a new best friend for tonight. Doing a very nice job.
He's been my best friend for all the oval rounds so far. We're just trying to get the jump on these cars behind because the drafting in this race has been completely awful, and we don't want to get bogged down with another car on our tail. We just want to get away from you.
yeah, we're seeing some good work here from both you and Sanger, and it seems like you're getting loose from the guys behind on every restart so far, and it seems like it's working out like it should.
Yeah, we're trying to mix it up a bit on the starts, but we're running out of ideas of what to do to keep the guys behind on their toes.
What's the strategy for the end of the race? I mean, if you'll be left alone with Dan, it's like everyone for himself?
Yep, just battle it out. If we've got a good enough gap to the guys behind, then we'll go for it. If not, then we'll just make sure we're not in jeopardy of losing 1-2.
Who do you see as your biggest competitor in this race?
Dan, since all the Inex guys have seemed to have taken themselves out of the race. So yeah,
You can see.
I had about, I think, 4 or 5 Inex cars around us on one of the last restarts, and they were getting really aggressive, so I just decided to screw being conservative, and I got all aggressive as well, and then luckily they all crashed into each other and took themselves out. So yeah, the only person that I'm actually worried about now is Dan, for sure.
Is those are those very often restarts annoying you? I mean, you're trying to concentrate, I believe, with Dan just to work together and keep stable drafting, and then suddenly you just get into the rhythm, and then you can see safety car deployed, restarts, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was in one of the last safety car restarts. We got miles away from everyone. We must have been like 5 seconds away from the next car behind us, and then yeah, we got into our rhythm. Like we've like hooked it up perfectly. We know exactly what we've got to do, and then as soon as the safety car comes out, it just completely ruins that, because lap by lap you gotta build up your speed to get faster and faster, and as soon as the safety car comes out, you just ruin that.
Tricky question. How's the fuel, Seb? I mean, will you make it?
Oh, I've got too much. I'm trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, we can see you warm the tires.
I've been calculating it through the race, lap by lap, under each caution, just to see how much fuel we need, and I didn't decide to fill up at the last stops, and Dan and Arox and Oscar did, and they've got way too much, and I've got about 10% too much.
Okay, so quickie, thank you, Seb. I hope we'll see you after the race here in commentary box as a winner. So yeah, good luck, and we'll move you back.
See ya.
Good luck. That was the 01 of Sebastian Hutchinson, currently in second place, right behind Sanger. Wentjarve is right behind him in third place. I'm gonna say he's done a good job as well. He's been in the middle of the pack and stuff, and now he's back up in third place.
And
Jack
Sanger
Sedgwick,
goes green flag.
Yeah. And it seems like they make it. Yeah, they're getting a good gap again.
Yeah, I thought we could just mix up. Oh, the safety car deployed. What's up?
Yeah. They didn't even make it to turn 1 this time.
Oh, Phil Diaz on the roof.
Hey, Yanni Tamala, you suck.
Clear message from Phil Diaz there. Car number 9.
Yeah, Phil Diaz is upside down.
Yes, that's a shame. The Kyoto 250 winner, I believe. That's a shame.
Oh, Robin Harmon, a lot of damage. He will reach the pits somehow. Oh, it's open. Yeah, he won't get a penalty, that's good. Though he will be lapped, that's a bad thing. Oh, Phil Diaz leaves the pit lane. What the hell? Is that allowed? No, it's not. Interesting stuff happening here. Yeah, Phil Diaz leaves the server now, finally. Yeah, so a bit speechless after this stuff, just trying to get to know what's happening here. But apparently we're just having a random restart.
We have a Seb now who's gonna pull away soon with Sanger now behind him, so they changed roles now. Hutchinson in front. Let's see if they can get away just another time. Here they go. And they do get a little... No, they do not get away. They do not get away.
That's
Jarway is on them and going to the inside. Free wide. Here comes Jack Sedgwick. Sorry.
And Yaltain as well. Hasn't been in the lead for a long time now, but he's back here in the pack. 5 cars battling for the win. Oh wait, Jack Sedgwick's lagged down, yeah.
Yeah, but he's there though, so if there's a safety car now, well,
Indeed.
not now, but if there was 5 seconds ago, he would be in way around.
Contact.
Yeah. We said at the exact time.
This is so intense.
Yeah, and we now have Sanger on the inside with Hutchinson and Jack Sedgwick on the outside. Ooh, yeah, they're close. And here's the Wenchervin inside 4 wide.
Okay, good now. Yaltain just watching it from the back, safe distance. Nice strategy.
Yeah, I don't think he don't want to be in well, you don't want to be in an accident now, but she still losing Sanger.
Sebastian Hutch. Oh, Jack Sedgwick is bomb drafting. That's a bomb draft for sure. They don't want to lose. Oh, Jack Sedgwick gets a blue flag.
Yeah, don't know what that means though, but yeah. Well, it seems like Sanger and Hutchinson got away from the field again, and there's
safety
a new
car.
safety car. Who's that?
Radio?
Yeah, Radio. Seems like he's the only one involved though.
The only question now stands if we'll beat the record of Kyoto 250 2010 number of safety cars. I hope not. Oh, Radio spins, does a 360 into the wall. Yeah, so Dan Sanger will lead the field to the restart again. Seb right behind him, burning fuel, heating tires. Yeah, so safety car in this lap. Finally.
Yeah, not many laps to go. 5 laps.
Yeah, the race has been reduced by 10 laps now.
Yeah.
It's only 200.
So this means that this can be the last restart we may get.
Yep, 5 laps. Well, 4 when we passed the line. Then Sanger leading the field. Most probably and hopefully for the last restart. Come on.
Yeah, and I think this will be the last restart, since I think with 4 laps to go, if there's another safety car, we may get only 1 or 2 laps. But yeah, I think this is the last restart. We have Sanger, ahead of Hutchinson, and here they go. Yeah, good restart again. Now you gotta be up front now to win this race, since can be a caution anytime, and there's a driver on.
Yeah, the terminal last one.
Yeah, but he's going. No safety car.
We'll say green.
Hutchinson in the lead. Ahead of Sanger, they have got a gap down to 3rd place of Jarl Tan. And there's a crash. And who's first? It's Hutchinson. Safety car deployed. Hutchinson in the lead, ahead of Sanger. And a new crash. A new crash. Who's that? Who is that? That's Jack Sedgwick.
Jack Sedgwick.
And another one. Who's in pit lane? That is Timo Ivinen. Shame for him. Just wow,
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Spence.
Oh, that's a pity. Well, I felt very good.
Whoa! Gazunas almost runs into the back of Virgil.
Oh, Benkyo spins again. Jesus. But, yeah, okay. Come on, Ben, keep it up. It's very careful. Will these 3 minutes remaining, I believe this will be
we
a
get
finish.
another lap? We may get a 1-lap shootout. We have Sebastian Hutchinson in the lead, ahead of Sanger, and ahead of Wincharvi and Jarl Tan in 4th place. As well as Christopher in 5th. He's done a good job. Ellis, the best in 6th place, followed by Rudy Van Buren and Isaac Price. We have Oscar Harwick in 9th and Jan Laproche rounding out the top 10.
The only question stands now. Oh, Benkyo. Oh, Timo.
Stop and go and stop and go.
Benkyo retires from the race again. He's not able to reach the pit lane, most probably.
Yeah, his car was that damaged, so we knew this was over, but the race will end under caution, it seems. So that means Sebastian Hutchinson is the race winner, ahead of Sanger and either Wincharvi or Jarl Tan. I think it's Wincharvi, but they're driving side by side, so who knows.
Challenge! And as one now famous soap opera actor says, challenge accepted. So yeah, we'll see that.
Yeah. Well, and we're gonna get the white flag for the last lap of the race. This race will end under caution, and we have Sebastian Hutchinson winning it. So you got right, Loris.
Yes,
white flag.
I told you, Chris. Come on, you shouldn't be sitting on the toilet at the moment. Oh, a lot of people want to speak. Yeah.
I think Jarl Tan is unsure if he got third or fourth. since he's driving at the side of Vanjari all the time. I think
Okay,
it's,
guys. Yeah, we have Seb here in the channel, in the commentary box, and I just want to hear his emotions. We heard his fellow named Sebastian Vettel singing when he won the race not so long time ago. He was singing Crazy Frog. Now it will be interesting to hear Seb's emotions after crossing the start-finish line as we get to the third corner.
Don't really know what to say, to be honest. I mean, Dan deserved the win just as much as I did. It's just a shame I had to finish under caution, because I didn't really mind who won, since I'm not really battling for any points with Dan. So yeah, but good win, glad I won. Not much else to say, really.
Yeah, congratulations, mate.
That's official now. Sebastian Hutchinson from Team Sirius wins the Kyoto 400. Sorry, he will do some donuts, hopefully.
Yeah, we have Sanger in second, and Vanjari finishing third, 10 for Chris fourth, fifth.
Race leader being spun
By the NX assholes.
Yeah, language, sad language. Does Dan have a decent microphone?
Yes, he does. Get him up here. Get my rear bummer up here. I mean, gonna.
We have best friend of Seb for tonight and for some time, Dan Sanger, in the commentary box. Dan, welcome.
Thank you.
How was the race? Yeah.
It's fun. Just boring at the end with all those cautions, but you know, what can you do?
Don't you feel any emotions that this was so close? I mean, we talked to Seb in the pre-last safety car. He said that in the last safety car, if there will be one, we will be fighting just everyone for himself. So wasn't that pity losing the race, like for only 1 meter? I mean, yeah, that's small gap between you two.
Well, yeah, it was, but you know, it was the way that end of the race was going. It was havoc, and then you know, you're doing what you're doing, and me and Seb, yeah, it was everybody for himself, but you know, it was us trying to break away from the field so it could be decided between me and him. So as much as it was every man for himself, it was still you know, teamwork.
Yeah, we saw you had an excellent strategy on the restarts. I mean, you and Seb pulling away in every restart, that was really interesting to watch. And yeah, we heard Seb was telling that you were running out of ideas how to lose them, but still got it. And the last restart was really nice job. Did you have any practice with Seb? I mean, before the race, of drafting or strategizing or stuff?
Well, just a lot from what we had done last year. I mean, we know how to run together, and I had made a setup for him to run with last year. So, you know, he's kind of got the same thing I do. So, you know, once we get together, we've had so much practice over the last year's 500 and 400 that it was, you know, it was pretty easy. And once we got into that rhythm, you know, we could pull away from anybody, but.
Yeah, so ending up our interview and all the broadcast, final question for you both. First, Seb, maybe. What are your expectations for the Kyoto 500, which is coming soon?
I think the same as we saw here, me and Dan running up the front, hopefully. Maybe a few more green flag runs so we can get a bit of a gap on the rest of the field. But yeah, I hope for the same result with either me or Dan winning. Preferably me, of course.
Yeah, I'd say pretty much the same thing. As long as we can get away and it's between me and him, then, you know, I'm happy. If I come second, you know, I come second. But, you know, at the same time, as long as we can get away and we can actually get some green flag racing in, and I know we have the setup to beat, so.
Okay, so this was Sebastian Hutchinson, the race winner of SpeedWeeks 400, and Dan Sanger, second place runner today. Thank you both. You deserve your rest now. Go watch Le Mans.
Well, I'm going to go for a pee first. I've been busting since about lap 100, lap 90. Finally
we all have.
Yeah.
Seb, join MSN.
So, yeah, wrapping up, this was me, Lorinas Martinez, with Chris Wilkinson, who felt sick and hope he feels better now, in the start of the broadcast. We had some drivers chatting with us during the race, doing on-board interviews, and let's not forget Tommy Osgood, the lifesaver of mine, which I hadn't be here alone speaking for 2 hours nonsense. So yeah, thanks Tommy. Thanks for the race control, Jonathan Palmer, Thila Falkenberg, Michael Booth, and Sir Baker. And this was round 3 of LFSCART SpeedWeeks 400, and I think we'll see you next time in the annual Kyoto 500 from Oval as well. So see you then, and goodbye, and have a nice life, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.